you're looking for something that you can reward success with, and you're looking at it so that you can repeat it over and over and over again. And we both know that for our kids, when you repeat it, there's an element of self-confidence that enters into their minds, and they believe that they can do anything, and they move forward not only in athletics but in real life. And so I sort of look at the thing and say, gee, if you have the good show and you can show people again and again and again that they can really do something and repeat it, they begin to believe it. And I think that you guys now have done that. You've taken it to an entirely different level, expanding and trying to reach different groups and different people, and you're doing a youth program. I mean, all of those things are stuff that you'd like to see happen in the next 50 years. And they're well beyond the games themselves. They're part of life. I mean, I've often looked at it. I don't talk about it very much, but I've often thought that John and I and Ed probably had a rare opportunity in that, in looking back, we probably changed thousands of kids' lives.
Oh, definitely.
And didn't realize it at the time. But to look back at it now, you're going, wow, that's a hell of an accomplishment. Yeah.
I became involved with Special Olympics Maryland probably because of the influence of my parents, who from the time I was a child taught us about the importance of caring for others with disabilities, intellectual, physical disabilities, and all of that. So there was that readiness that was there. And when I saw Special Olympics and what it stood for and what it did, I was ready to sign up. My first significant involvement with Special Olympics began in 1986. That's when then Chief Jim Roby of the Howard County Police Department began the first torch run in Maryland. I got a group together at the Westminster Barrack of the Maryland State Police, and we joined that torch run in 1986 in the Carroll County leg down to Howard County, and I've been a part of it ever since. Most every law enforcement officer, when we begin our career, when we fill out that application, there's a question on there that says, why do you want to do this job? And most of us wrote down in some form or another to help people. And often as a police officer, you can become jaded, and you don't often see the significance of what you're doing and the impact that it has on the people that you're trying to serve and protect. But in Special Olympics, that's very different, because you make one-on-one lifelong friendships. I don't have a most memorable experience because there are so many memorable experiences that I've had throughout my time. Just to see the good that this organization does every day in the lives of children and adults with intellectual disabilities is significant, and it's meaningful, and it's important for me to continue to be a part of that.
I did the very first plunge when it originated back in the 90s, and I started doing the super plunge the second year. I did that for about 12 or 13 years, and I try to come down and do the police plunge every year. And why do I do it? I do it for the athlete. My daughter, Desiree Holland, was an athlete from the time she was 8 years old till the time she passed. She passed at 52. She participated in the plunges and the super plunges until she was 50. We've got to know so many of the folks involved in Special Olympics, and to see the warmth and the camaraderie, it just makes me want to keep coming back. Inclusion means everybody getting equal opportunities. There's room for everybody at the table, and there's certainly, you need the different ideas and discussions. One of the things that I've seen, and I think this is a perfect example of inclusion, over the years in Special Olympics, the athletes play different roles, and they're more and more involved. Athletes are members of the board of directors now, and they're employees of Special Olympics, and you can't get a better example of inclusion.
So we in Howard County actually had the first torch run program. And like many young police officers, I got involved because it was a run, and it was something for me to go do, an activity. And I went, and then over the course of time, I got to meet some athletes, and I got to go to some games and meet more athletes and present medals. And the more I went, the more I wanted to go. When I first got started, although we would have athletes at our torch runs that we would run in the county and so forth at the time, but now we have athletes involved in pretty much every aspect of what we do in the torch run. So we have athlete ambassadors. Now when we go to conferences, we take athletes with us, and we try to include athletes in every opportunity to experience the torch run, because we want to be inclusive. We want them to be part of our team, and they very much are. I certainly see the partnership between the torch run and Special Olympics to continue on into the future, and I also see inclusion being an even greater part of what we do. We now have a lot of police officers that are coaches and that are unified partners, and I expect that to continue as well. So I see only good things for us going forward. It's given me more than I've ever given to the torch run or to Special Olympics. Getting an opportunity to meet and know so many incredible athletes and their families has just been a highlight of my life, and it just means a tremendous amount to me.
I've been involved with Special Olympics through the law enforcement torch run since 1986, and I'm very proud that our little state here in Maryland is one of the top fundraisers in the entire world, and that's because of the dedication of our officers, the working hand in hand with the Special Olympics staff and programs, and working as a team, and working with the athletes. It just makes Special Olympics and my involvement so special to me. How has it impacted my life? It's just almost beyond words. It's just been an amazing journey for my family. My wife's been involved, and I couldn't do what I've done over the years without the support, the love and support of my family. But it has impacted my family in ways that are indescribable. It's very humbling to receive this award, but it's not just me. I mean, there's thousands of police officers all over the state of Maryland that work tirelessly raising funds and creating awareness for Special Olympics. While I'm proud to receive it, I would accept it for all of them, because without this team that we have here in Maryland, none of this would be possible. From our officers that work the road to the chiefs and sheriffs across the state, without their love and support and commitment to the law enforcement torch run for Special Olympics, we wouldn't be able to do what we do.